Okay, this one's gonna be a controversial one. I think Space Marines are too good. I might even go so far as to say Space Marines are broken. But Nick, the Space Marine win rates are so bad! The win rates are actually pretty evenly spread if you look at all the different Space Marine chapters together, and also win rates just aren't everything. You see, Games Workshop pushes all of their marketing to getting new players to start Space Marines. And new players starting Space Marines is great for the hobby, grows the game, we love that. But it also really drops the win rates. Space Marines have an overwhelming amount of datasheets. They have more datasheets than every other army in the game, and that is a good thing. I'll come back to that. But for the new player, it can be overwhelming and very easy to make the wrong choices when building your army list, thus leading to more losses than necessary. You see, every type of Space Marine chapter has the ability to draw from Codex Space Marines. They have the same 80 generic Space Marine datasheets that are available to all Space Marine armies regardless of what chapter of Space Marine you're playing or what army you're using it as. Then you get to pick your chapter to access even more datasheets and more custom rules. With your widespread array of seemingly endless datasheets, you can play Oops All Jump Pack Blood Angels, or maybe 18 Thunderwolf Wolf Cav Star, or you could do every tank in the Imperial Arsenal. The options are abundant and they are all competitively viable. This is a good thing. All armies should have multiple good competitive viable builds, especially with different playstyles. I like that. But here's the problem. Space Marines are just a little bit too efficient. I recently played a game with my final day Genestealer cult. This is an army designed to stall, it's a horde, it's interested in scoring points, and playing the attrition game with the opponent with its high body count. However, I played against Michael's Stormland Space Wolves. This was a very elite army with Thunderwolves, Vanguard veterans, Terminators, and multiple main characters like Logan Grimnar and Ragnar. We both had the same total number of wounds, 193. Can you explain to me how the Toughness 6 and 5, 2-up and 3-up save 4 wound model army has the same wound count as the trash horde attrition build of Genestealer Cult, where my average toughness is 3 and my average save is 5-up? That just doesn't make sense. The stat-to-point ratio is just laughable compared to the other stat-to-point ratios that some other armies can produce. I mean, look at the Vanguard veteran compared to the Raptor. For roughly the same cost, you get 1 more strength and you just get a 4-up info. What even is that? Space Marines have the real capacity to just play as a stat check. Whether it's Oops All Jump Packs or 18 Thunderbolts, maybe it's 30 Terminators, or every Dreadnought in the Imperium, they have the options. But it's not just the wide array of datasheets that are all too good stats per point that make Space Marines so good. You see, they have some of the best rules and detachments in the game. Oath the Moment is a great army rule giving you rerolls hits, but then because that wasn't good enough, they just slotted +1 to wound on there, as long as you're playing a Codex chapter. And if you're not playing a Codex chapter, don't worry, you also get your own army rules. Like Black Templars, who don't have Oath the Moment but just slap rerolls to hit on all of their Repulsor Executioners. Some armies even allow you to Oath multiple times. What's more offensive than Oath, though, is the blatant disrespect for the core rules of the game. Have you ever played against Space Marines and wondered why it feels like every unit can advance and shoot and charge and fall back and shoot and charge all the time? Well, it's probably because they can. They have multiple detachments that allow that type of interaction repeatedly. They also have turn 1 rapid ingress, and 12-inch no deep strike, and 6-inch deep strikes. Flat 6 reactive move, would you like 1 or would you like 2? They have it all. Talk about another rule, it's really good in the hands of an experienced player, but not so good in the hands of a newer player. Did you know that seemingly every Space Marine list in the game has the Combi Weapon Lieutenant? Maybe it's because he's the best lone op in the game. He has a flat 6 reactive move, a 5 of Feel Pain, and he picks an objective and gives your army reroll 1s to wound against it. In any other faction, they would have noticed a 100% inclusion rate on a lone op lieutenant and maybe nerfed him to some capacity to try to increase build diversity. But not Space Marines, they are our golden children and we shall protect. People tell me Space Marines play fairly, and that's why it's fine. You can shit them and punch them and kill them. They're an honest army. But what's fair about having an average of 5 times as many datasheets as most factions, the best point per stat ratio in the game, access to army-wide advance, shoot, charge, fall back, shoot, charge in multiple ways, multiple 6-inch reactive moves, 6-inch deep strikes, rule stacking with Oath the Moment and all your other abilities to make damage trivial. You can basically kill anything in the game. And then you get to pick your specific chapter to access even more datasheets, special characters, and rules. What do you think? Are Space Marines broken?